Today I want to talk about this camera that I've owned for quite some time now. It's been a little bit more than a year since I got this camera. Now, this camera to me is all about convenience. Whenever I don't feel like taking out my mirrorless cameras just because of the size, because I don't want to think about the image quality as much, and I just want something that's going to look great straight out of the camera with good stabilization, I turn to this camera right here. Wait. I turned to this camera right here, and I want to share with you guys my long-term review on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and what my use cases for this camera is. So most recently, I've been using this camera as a top-down camera to film my unboxing videos. Now this has been a game changer for me because I like convenience, and it's so convenient to set up. I would use the DJI Mimo app to connect on my iPhone and use it as a monitor, and then I would hook this camera up to this arm right behind me right there, and I just set it up and I have myself a quick and painless top-down camera for my unboxing videos. I used to use my heavy-ass full-frame cameras to do this, and I didn't like doing that. For like unboxing contents, I just felt like it was very unnecessary. So that's where the Osmo Pocket 3 made it so easy for me to set up. The product showcase is also a feature that I like because it goes well with the unboxing. As I unbox, I can showcase the product, I can showcase the manuals, the cables. The autofocus is quick and snappy. Speaking of autofocus, there's one feature that I do wish it could be better, and this is its tracking. There are times where it does lose the subject, and it's not as sticky as I would like. Perhaps my use case is a bit demanding for what this camera can do. However, I would like DJI to improve on this in the future. Sometimes when I move around and I just take a step back, just take one step back further, it begins to track me and then it starts losing me. Or even something like or something with like a black t-shirt or a black object, it's usually the lenses that I try to showcase. Sometimes I would track it, but then once I move it a little bit, it loses sight and it just loses the stickiness. Recently, I've also been using this camera to take thumbnail photos for my YouTube channel. This was when I realized that this camera is a lot more powerful than I thought. It can shoot 12 megapixel RAWs, and the images I get are more than enough to make a thumbnail. Now here are some raw photos taken with the Osmo Pocket 3 that I've edited. Now if you were to place this side by side with other photos taken on the mirrorless camera, with similar focal length, you honestly couldn't tell. Now, this is incredible because before I used to think that I had to take out my mirrorless cameras to take photos. Now, whenever I feel like, a little bit lazy, I have this tiny, powerful camera that I can rely on to help me take raw photos that I can use to create thumbnails. Like, that's freaking insane. Another use case that I've been using the Osmo Pocket 3 for is taking this camera outside to film some B-roll for my camera gear reviews. I feel so much more comfortable taking this camera outside to film than lugging my bigger camera around. It just feels a bit safer, and it doesn't put a target on my back from any potential suspicious characters. The Osmo Pocket 3 also shoots in 4K 60, which is great because the 4K 60 helps me get slow motion footage that I need, and the gimbal smooths any of that shaky footage out as well. And the color straight out of the camera looks great in my opinion. And if you are wanting a little bit more flexibility and you're a little bit more advanced and you want to color grade, this camera does give you a log profile called D-Log-M, where it provides you with that flat picture profile for you to color grade. Now, because this camera is so tiny and so convenient, I always have this this case at the back here is also magnet. So this is where I would just stick it onto any metal surface outside, then I would film myself. Again, easy, no need to set up a tripod, and for me, sometimes the anxiety of setting up a tripod and keeping an eye out for anyone watching is just too much, and this eliminates that issue. This is the DJI magnet for the wireless mic, and this is the magnet. Boom! Sticking that to any metal surface, and then I got myself a vlogging camera. It is so clutch. And I also like the fact that this camera connects right away to my DJI wireless mic. So whenever I need to speak, whenever I want to speak, I can just turn it on. And then you're gonna see the DJI wireless mic connect. And you see that? You see the bars moving? That's how you know that the DJI mic is connected. I just need to pop this and turn it on, and then I know that the camera and the mic will work together and connect, and I will have great audio immediately. So DJI is making it like really easy for me to recommend their products because of things like this. They are making an ecosystem where everything just connects smoothly. There are other use cases that I've used for this camera, like such as my short form vertical content as well. Sometimes I vlog with it, sometimes I make social media content with it. Sometimes I just, need a quick little B-roll, or sometimes I just need to, film something really quick. I'll just take this camera out. The recurring theme of why I take this camera out is because it's so convenient. It already has a gimbal in it. You're going to get smooth footage. You are also getting great image quality, great video footage as well. And I can't believe the footage that is coming out of this small pocket ass camera. It's no wonder why this camera is so popular right now. It just does everything. It's actually been a great tool to have. And whenever I need something short and quick, I'm taking this baby out. I've been using this camera for a little more than a year now, and I've grown to appreciate all the things that it does. I don't think there's a camera out there that is as unique as this one right here. Great footage. It has a gimbal, log profile. It can take photos. It can track you. This is a great tool to have for your content. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. And if you're interested in this camera or the magnetic case for the Osmo Pocket 3, I'll leave the links down in the description for you to check out. And thanks so much.